that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll run it from the gun. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Commodores, after exploding... Huge run, back to work. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal coming up. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Running back searching for a hole. Past the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield, it's Cortez. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to run it. Makes one man miss. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to... Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air, it's James. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Doors. They'll operate out of split backs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll throw it. A strike downfield. It's a running room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They've got the screen set up. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And with a hallelujah land. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's James. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Commodores will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a second and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Look out, he's got room. Got the first himself. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The inside handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Cortez. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time. So let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this third down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. And the Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They try to pop a run on the draw.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit, My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air, it's James. Finds his target down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Splits the uprights. Good. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's complete to the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. The throw. Makes the catch. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as his offense continues to roll.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
One more snap coming before halftime. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll pitch it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete out of the backfield. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. To the air, it's James. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. So they'll send out the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner will be dragged down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Smith. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's Smith. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the 1st. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That is what you call putting a little air under it and letting your guy run to it.
Exactly right, Reese. It's so hard to track that football when you put so much air underneath it, and I'm trying to run with the wide receiver. He's so used to doing that every single day in practice, and you could tell he saw the ball great, went up and plucked it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. To throw, it's James. He's got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down for this offense. On the option. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Here comes the heat. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. And some room to work. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. They've got... And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's James. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the Commodores want to move quickly.
First down, Commodores.
They'll throw it from the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with big tight end. Makes the grab. It's a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give out of the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We force the intercept.
Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's James. Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball here. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws toward the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's James. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Lost to throw again. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.